What's something that you've done while horny and you regret it? Deep heat. Let me tell you now, ladies and gents, it is not a warming sensation on your most sensitive parts. Post-application I immediately ran to the bathroom, with the remnants of my smoldering member in my hand. Was telling my GF at the time on the telephone later that day, my dad must have overheard. Next time I was hosting a few friends, he walked into my room and said something along the lines of, "Fellas, you be careful on your application of deep heat," and walked out. Oh no, I like it. Plot twist, Dad had the same idea and came bearing a warning. This guy's dad is just looking out for the younger generation. Not my story, but my old bandmates. So here we have a horny teenager. He was maybe 16 at the time and he just came out as gay this year. He had been experimenting and we were brothers, so he would always overshare these experiences. Well, one day he tells me he had made a huge mistake. He really wanted to know what something bigger than his fingers felt like, and he had heard of people using cucumbers as dildos. That said, he only had pickles at home. He did not, however, account for the vinegar and spices. I don't know the pain he felt, but I do know he regretted it immediately. That is not the direction I thought that was going. Oh no. When I was a stupid teen, I put an ice cube in my vagina. My reasoning was that if hot water felt nice, maybe something extremely cold would. It did not feel nice, it was horrible, and I couldn't remove it. 3 minutes of agony. You should have then added hot water and watched them balance. Me too. I heard on the internet that ice cubes were good, so I tried it. It was horrible. I didn't even feel anything, it just hurt and cold water just kept coming. When I was about 12 to 13, I had just learned about sex. One day I was super horny and was playing with my dad's back massager. I quickly realized that it felt really good to press it on my dick. I took it into my bedroom and went to town. My mom was walking by and heard the noise, so she just let herself in. Needless to say, things were weird after that for a bit, and she hid the massager. $10 says that was your mom's sex toy. Yep, that was definitely your dad's back massager. Try again. Ask to escort to come over to my house at 2 AM instead of jerking off like you know for free. Well, she and 3 other guys ended up kicking in my door and robbing me and my house. 010 never again edit. Holy shit, thank you for the awards. This is my most popular comment by far. I appreciate you all. I'm just too innocent 22 yo, but come on dude. Hotel room. I think you'd appreciate the song Mona Lisa by Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar. Literally a storytelling song detailing exactly this lol. Almost got a bar of soap stuck in my booty hole edit. Wow, thanks for the awards guys. I can't believe my first comment to blow up is about the time I became a human soap dispenser. How? If it doesn't flare, don't put it up there. At least you were spared from the ER. Using shampoo to jerk off. Worst piss pain ever. Just use conditioner, so much better. Wait, is that why my piss hurts? Was a bar, ran into the hot girl from high school, she was still hot. We hit it off, had fun for the night, gave her a ride home. I was super horny and thought this was gonna be amazing. She did not invite me inside, so I just went home sad but still horny. So proceeded to pull on the old cum dispenser. Had a great time, felt way better. As I was cleaning up, she calls me and wants me to come over because she is lonely. I think, hey, I might still have some spunk left in my junk. I head over, we start getting frisky, and I cannot make the soldier stand to attention. She crying, thinking it's her fault. I tell her what happened and we try again, still can't get it to wake up. Between the alcohol and my balls empty, he was just a limp noodle. She asked me to leave and felt like a pile of shit. Never did hear from her again. This is too fucking real. This has inspired me to institute a policy where I just don't jerk it for a full 12 hours after having a hot moment with someone. Damn. Asked my wife if she was interested in us getting a butt plug. She gave me a confused look and said if you're into it, sure. And then after purchasing realized that we both had different ideas on who it was for. So did you get a second one or just share? So, did it hurt? Using the twin percussion handheld back massager on my dick. NGL, it felt really fucking good. But it left a lingering tender feeling that had me walking funny for a bit. Happened when I was but a wee mid-teen. I was 22 and left a bar with a 42-year-old cougar. If that was the bulk of the detail, then no big deal. But when we got back to her place, her maybe 15-year-old son was playing Call of Duty in the living room. Tiny apartment, I probably should have noped out at that point. About 15 minutes later he went to bed, and about 30 minutes later his mom and I were banging on the couch. We did all sorts of stuff and I'm still ashamed. The next morning we went out to her car, and her battery was dead. She left her headlights on. Yes, she drove us drunk, the night before. She was going to be my ride home. At this point I am excruciatingly hungover, and my phone has the thinnest little red line of battery life. I text a buddy telling him where I am and to please come pick me up with my car. Phone dies. I'm looking at this lady, wondering WTF I'm doing with my life, and I guess the best idea we had was get a margarita at this shitty Americanized Mexican food joint. It was 10 a.m. I sat there in the outside dining area with this woman, smoking a cigarette and staring into my slushy shame, wondering how many times her poor kid has seen her mom bring home some random college dude. We finished the margaritas and left the restaurant. As I walked out into the parking lot, now warming in the late morning sun, hangover getting ready to destroy me, I see my car pull into the lot with my buddy behind the wheel, with a shit-eating grin on his face. I hugged the lady, thanked her, with no exchange of numbers, and noped like I should have 9 hours earlier. Edit, glad my regret has brought some of you joy. To clarify, nothing wrong with getting the love on with someone older than you if both parties are legal and consenting. The main issue here is that I still cringe at the thought of what that woman's son must have heard through the thin walls of the apartment. Hopefully he had headphones in. Should have told the kid you're from one of his COD matches. Soon as I saw 15-year-old son I knew it was gonna be Badlamau. I was edging for 3 hours. Had the idea that tying my dick with a shoelace would hold everything together for at least another hour. It held on for 2 and nutted so hard I felt some pain on my abdomen and legs. Took me an extra hour to sleep and the next day my whole body was fatigued. Thought I twisted my testicle or some shit. I recovered after around 48 hours. I loved how scientific the ending was. That nut only comes around every couple decades, respect the nut. In my early teen years, I accidentally made my clit burn using Vicks VapoRub that was supposed to give it a tingling sensation. I watched way too much BDSM and got ideas. I was in immense pain and was lying spread out under cold water to try and make it stop, and I couldn't tell my extremely religious parents or they would have freaked out. I watched a lot of BDSM porn, but when I tried that stuff, it hurt. Is like the quintessential answer to this question. I did that on my PP cause I thought the same. Just burnt like heck. Her name was Annie, and she stalked me for 2 years after that. This Annie doesn't seem much okay to me. Got jizz in my ear, ended up with an ear infection, try explaining to a doctor what the foreign liquid is in your ear when you're 15. And that is how you get hearing aids. Like someone else's jizz, or did you have a friendly fire incident? Fucked my landlord. He lived in the same building on the floor below me with his ex-fiancée. It was actually pretty fun until he started monitoring when I was home and knocking on my door when he knew I was home alone. Had to put an end to that real quick. My only regret is not getting a discount on rent. Frown. I've seen this one. I 100% expected the rent discount was the whole point. Ruined a jar of peanut butter. Was it worth it? I did the same with a jar of strawberry jelly. We should get together and make a sandwich after. Surely there's a bread guy in this thread somewhere. Fucked a couch when I was like 13. I was at a sleepover at my mom's boss's house. I was friends with her kids, and it was like 2 AM and my dick was saying it's go time. I heard Shane Dawson or some other YouTuber at the time say they fucked a couch, so I thought I'd give it a go. I cut my dick on the cushion zipper and I think my couch fucking days are over. Edit, thanks for my first award. Don't watch Shane Dawson's cat video please. Jay, is that you? Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.